welcome to English Unfolded UK. I'm Jodie and I'm a real British English teacher. I've created this podcast for English learners who want to actually hear natural British English and not just study it from a textbook. So if you're listening for the first time, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. And if you've listened before, well then welcome back. Now, before we get started, I need to talk about something very important. It is hot. It is really hot. Here in the UK right now, we're in the middle of a heat wave. And if you know anything about British people, you'll know that the weather is basically our favourite topic of conversation. We talk about it when it's raining, we talk about it when it's cold, and when the sun actually comes out, we really talk about it. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the heat wave, and as we do, I'm going to teach you some really useful vocabulary for hot weather in English. And then we're going to look at some words and phrases that British people are actually using right now, today, this week. Okay, let's get into it. So here's the thing about summer in the UK. It doesn't always arrive. Most years, June and July are fine. You might get a few nice days and then it clouds over again. British people spend a lot of time hoping for summer, planning barbecues and then cancelling them, buying a paddling pool and then never using it. But then, occasionally, something different happens. The temperature goes up and up and up. The sun stays out for days at a time, the ground gets dry and hard, and people start sleeping with the windows open and still can't cool down. And that's a heat wave, and right now that's exactly what's happening across the country. Okay, let's look at some vocabulary. I'm going to give you the word or phrase, say it clearly, and then explain it and give you an example. Are you ready? Let's go. Word number 1, heat wave. A heat wave is a period of unusually hot weather that lasts for several days or even weeks. In the UK, a heat wave is officially declared when the temperature stays above a certain level for 3 days in a row. And that level is different depending on where you are in the country. But in general, anything above about 25 degrees Celsius is starting to feel very warm for us. Example, have you seen the forecast? There's a heat wave coming this weekend. Heat wave, remember that one. Word number 2, scorching. Scorching is an adjective and it means extremely hot, intensely hot. It's a very vivid word. If you imagine something scorching, you can almost feel the heat. And British people use this word a lot in summer. It's informal and expressive. Example, it's absolutely scorching out there today. I had to buy a cold drink just to survive the walk to the shops. Word number 3, sweltering. Another adjective similar to scorching, but sweltering has a slightly different feeling. Scorching is about intense heat from the sun. Sweltering is more about the uncomfortable, heavy, airless kind of heat. The heat that makes you feel tired and sticky. Example, I couldn't sleep at all last night. The bedroom was absolutely sweltering. You'll hear both of these words a lot during a British heat wave, scorching and sweltering. Word number 4, muggy. Muggy is another adjective, and this one is very British. Muggy means hot and humid. Humid means there's a lot of moisture in the air, so it feels heavy, damp and uncomfortable. Even if the temperature isn't that extreme, muggy weather is exhausting. Example, I don't mind the heat, it's the mugginess I can't stand. It feels like I'm breathing through a wet towel. Word number 5, shade. This is a simple but very important one, especially during a heat wave. Shade is an area where there's no direct sunlight because something is blocking it. A tree, a building, an umbrella. Example, it was too hot to sit in the sun, so we found a lovely spot in the shade of a big oak tree. In Britain, during a heat wave, finding shade becomes very important very quickly. Word number 6, to wilt. Now this is interesting. Originally, to wilt describes what happens to a plant when it gets too hot and doesn't have enough water. It droops, it loses its shape, it looks tired and sad. But in English, we use this word to describe people too. If someone is wilting in the heat, they look exhausted, drained, like the energy has just left their body. Example, by 3 o'clock, everyone in the office was wilting. Nobody could concentrate. I love this word, to wilt, very visual. Word number 7, cold snap, a cold snap, and it's the opposite. You might already know the phrase cold snap, a sudden short period of cold weather. Well, in a heat wave, people sometimes use the opposite idea, a warm spell or a hot spell. So a spell of weather means a period of a particular type of weather. Example, we've had a wonderful hot spell this week. I hope it lasts a bit longer. Nice phrases to use. Now, I want to tell you something about British people and hot weather. We are not prepared for it. I say that as a British person, we genuinely struggle. Our houses are built to keep heat in, not to let it out. So, in a heat wave, homes get incredibly warm and stuffy. And most offices and homes don't have air conditioning. So air conditioning is quite rare here because we usually don't need it, though I'm sure that's going to change in the future. The public transport, trains, buses, the underground, they can become almost unbearable. People stand there packed in together, absolutely sweltering, looking pretty unhappy. And yet, this is the thing, we absolutely love it. The moment the sun comes out in the UK, something changes. People are friendlier, strangers talk to each other, everyone eats outside or tries to, people sit in parks at lunchtime, ice cream vans start appearing. There's kind of a collective joy, like the country breathes out at once. Even when it's scorching, even when we're wilting, we're still happy it's sunny. So that's very British. So let's finish our vocabulary section with some really natural phrases you can use when talking about hot weather. So these are the kind of things you'll hear British people say and you can use them too. I'm absolutely boiling. This is informal and very common. Boiling means extremely hot. Not literally, you're not actually boiling, but it means you feel very, very hot. It's roasting, another informal word. Roasting means intensely hot, like food in an oven. I can't handle this heat. It's very natural. It means the heat is too much for you. And even though a lot of people in the UK do love the summer, there are always people who do find it just too much. I'm melting is informal and slightly dramatic, but very British. It means you feel like the heat is overwhelming you. It's close today, isn't it? Now this one is interesting. Close is a very British weather word. It means the air feels heavy and airless, often before a thunderstorm. Not everyone will know this one, so before I go today, I would love to share something with you. I have a weekly newsletter where I share free workbooks and transcripts and vocabulary guides and activities, all designed to help you practice your English between episodes. And it's completely free. You can find the link in the description of this episode. It's free and it just takes a few seconds to sign up, and I think you'll find it really useful. Okay, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for listening to English Unfolded UK. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who's also learning English, and I'll be back soon with another episode. Until then, if you're in the UK, stay cool, and if you're somewhere else in the world and where there isn't a heat wave right now, why don't you drop it in the comments below to tell us where you are and how the weather is in your country right now. Take care everyone, and bye for now.